What up, Clout Route people? New show for you here. Kevin and I are back. Well, not necessarily back yet. We still got a little break going on here. Just a little more brief little break here. But in the meantime, we're debuting a new one for you. Sour Clout, where me and Kevin are here to rant and bitch and yell about anything worth yelling about. A conversational piece, if you will.
I
Kevin.
don't bitch or rant about anything, Danny. What is this?
Well, it's nice to see you. I hope you're ready to, at least.
Oh yeah, I always got something brewing.
You been in any long lines lately, my friend?
Oh my god, dude. Yes. Even self-checkouts now can be held up by needy old boomers who can't understand technology. Oh man. Some of us have frozen goods and we need to get home. Beulah. Damn it.
So if you want more of stuff like that from us, this is where you'll get it, okay? Sour Clout. Okay? Where me and Kevin, the Clout, get a little sour about some things. You know how, you know that little play on words there.
A couple of sour, spoiled eggs.
I went back home recently with the in-laws. It was a nephew's birthday. And damn, man, the conversations there, like
Ooh.
the conversations that your in-laws try to have with you is like pulling teeth sometimes, because the topic that we discussed for quite a while, minutes, if you can imagine, mustard eggs. Somebody had said you ever have a mustard egg?
Is that a deviled egg?
No.
I don't know, Danny. I'm going to go out on a limb and say no. Despite how much I look like an egg, Danny, I'm actually a very simple man when it comes to how I like to consume my eggs. Never been a fan of the devil or his illustrious eggs. Never been a fan of eggs that have been hard boiled or soft boiled, for that matter. If you got to boil it, I'm probably not interested. I like my eggs scrambled with cheese, and that's
There you
about
go.
it.
No ketchup, right?
No, God, no. No ketchup on anything ever.
At
You could
least you're
take
not an animal. Thank God.
Yeah, take all of that disgusting tomato paste that's ever been made and launch it into the moon. Let them sort it out. Disgusting.
The thing is that, you're almost disparaging tomato paste with that statement, because tomato paste, you can take that and pivot and make that into something good. But the tomato paste that is ketchup is like, you can't even really call it tomato anything. It's mostly like corn syrup.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's just like a red sugar paste. They probably add red 40 to it, even though it's supposed to be made out of tomatoes, just to make it even worse for you.
See, this is where all of our food conversations are going to be happening. People are going to see the image that I made and then the name and think that we're doing a food show.
And they probably won't be wrong, because somehow, some way, we manage to talk about food at least once a week anyway. So, we'll find our way around to it. Little mukbang coming for you.
Maybe we'll eat some mustard eggs one of these days. I'll get some in. See if I can get them.
No, I'd rather do poppers again or whatever that was. No.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. No, dude, but yeah, we got to talk about mustard eggs. They're like, somebody's like, one of the, my wife's aunt was like, yeah, I went and got these mustard eggs from blah blah blah, and they just were not that good. She's like, they're kind of like pickled eggs, and I'm into pickled eggs, but the mustard eggs, just, you think I like mustard, but no, don't like the mustard eggs. I'm like, what are we talking about?
Wait a minute. I don't think I might not understand how mustard is made, Danny, because I fail to see any correlation between pickling anything and smothering it in mustard,
So
which
it's
is what I
like
assume a mustard egg is. But
they put a bunch of mustard seed in there and like with the vinegar. Like pickling has a certain kind of spice that goes in it. The mustard water that mustard eggs go in also has certain kinds of spice.
Oh, so they're pickling it in mustard water? That's what my
Right.
God, dude. What in the name of Mississippi is going on?
Well, you know where
My
we're at.
God. Did you guys grab some crawdads out of the creek too for dinner? Woo.
No, my mom, I mean, my dad would always say, don't fuck around with the crawdads in that fucking crick, dude, because if they get a hold of one of your fucking fingers, man, that shit hurts. They don't let go.
Not until their dinner.
And they'd they'd be seriously scary about it too. You know, you're a kid, so they're like, that crawdad we'll have to call the ambulance. They're gonna have to like pry it off of you because it's not gonna let go. Once it clamps down, it doesn't let go.
You know, probably right. I don't know. I'm never letting a crawdad take me down. That's all I'm saying. Better let go of my pinky, dude, or it'll be your last.
So long lines with Kev, mustard eggs, crawdads from the crick. That's what you're gonna get from Sour Clout here. Okay, what a lovely intro to the new show. You get the vibes, people. That's what we're here for. Time to have some conversation, Kev. Okay. Now, typically the format here, I envision it going forward. Me and Kevin both will bring a couple things that we want to kind of conversate about with each other every time we do this. This time, it's only my dumb ideas. So if you don't like the pilot episode, return for the second one. It might be better when Kevin gets a chance to bring his topics.
Oh, this is the perfect setup, dude. All I can get is credit here. If this goes well, we did great. If it goes poorly, it's all Danny's fault. Thank you. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that.
I do that for you, buddy.
I appreciate it.
I'm here for you, buddy. But anyway, so like I said, yeah, we'll both bring topics here going forward, blah, blah, blah. One of my thoughts, thinking about how we're going to do a conversational show here, I was like, well, I want to be able to bring the titles in still. Nobody cares about two random eggs unless I say Jake Paul died in front of our faces on the title of the video. Right? Exactly.
The soy face and point.
Exactly. So I thought we had to, trying to keep it relevant, trying to keep it timely. I'm going to look at YouTube trending, Twitter trending, see what other people are talking about, and see if that is anything that I want to talk about with you. Well,
Well, maybe let's throw threads trending on there for future episodes. I'm sure that'll be
threads
that's not a dead
trending.
app, right? Threads.
We should just do a threads episode. We could talk about threads just in one episode. How much that sucks.
It'd be like an unsolved mysteries episode.
I haven't been on there in such a long time. Like I was multi-posting Twitter and threads at one point, and I was making original thread. Like I wasn't just copy pasting my Twitter posts. I was making original threads content at one point.
You're doing meta specific threads content. Wow, man, what a trooper you are. That I can't imagine that anybody who regularly posts on threads is honestly going to be in our demographic, Danny. But I've been wrong about plenty of things before.
You're right. Threads, we're not going to get anything. It's like fucking trying to, juice a rock or something. And TikTok, same way. Is that not the expression, juice a rock?
Should I? Yeah, no, that's right. I speaking of, I'm thinking about putting a Clout Route profile together over on Truth Social, seeing if that can get us any new
Truth Social. I mean, funnily enough, if we keep going down this path that we're going, Kevin, this red pill destiny that we have, Truth Social might be our best platform at some point in the future.
I can't wait, dude. Someday we'll share a stage with Marge Green.
Dude, I don't.
MLB.
Marge Green, we're gonna talk about her later too. Don't forget.
Oh yeah.
Marge, we've got a conversation about Marge coming up, so don't forget. But anyways, I was looking, well, like I was saying, I was looking at this trending. I wanted to look at trending stuff, okay? Topical stuff. And I open up my YouTube. I say, show me trending. And you look on your YouTube page, and I'm like, wait, what? Is trending not a thing anymore? Do people look at trending? Now, as I said, this is going to be our conversational podcast. So most of the time, I'm not going to be pulling up clips and Twitter threads and stuff like that. But I did want to just show you for context here.
Ooh.
I'm pulling up YouTube. Okay. This is the Clout Route YouTube page,
Where you should all be subscribed.
Or you should all be subscribed. Okay. You can see my fucking recommended, right here. But home, shorts, subscriptions, YouTube music over there on the left-hand side. Then you've got all of your channel, your history, blah, 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 downloads, clips, and your subscriptions down there. Even at the top where your recommended videos are being posted, and you see all gaming, music, live, news, Megan Thee Stallion. No recommended anywhere, just on your base page. Now, I know if you dig in your little menus here or scroll around, you can find trending right here, okay? At the top of explore.
If you're feeling exploratory.
You really got to explore to kind of find it, though. I feel like you have to know what you're searching for there. It's not very blatant with the trending. I thought, well, who's trending even for? I guess it's just for people that don't even have YouTube accounts. It's like for somebody that just visits YouTube, not logged in to see what the kids are talking about these days.
Yeah, I think the trending tab is for folks who actively drool and have to wipe snot bubbles off their face with their sleeve while on YouTube.
I mean, I'm with you there. Check out some of this. So I had to Google search for YouTube trending to actually find it. Now, Kevin says later on when we're talking about it, he's like, well, if you just like scroll around over there, you can find it. And I was like, okay, well, fair enough. I figure you can find it somewhere, but I Google search for it. Trending here. Okay. So scroll through this trending with me. We've got OB Eats. It's like a food thing, not like us. Obviously, that's a fucking popular thing. They've got trending shorts. And then here we get into the meat and potatoes, if you ask me.
Ooh,
like the actual content here. Yeah, we bought a semi-truck, reaction to the, Not Like Us. Let's see. Genshin Impact. Independence Day, great movie.
Okay, all right, yeah.
WrestleMania is up
here.
Yeah,
Behind the Curtain, the WrestleMania documentary where The Rock tries to pretend like everything that went good was his idea.
Music
Shut
videos,
up, bitch.
Elden Ring shit, your typical stuff. Maybe one of our topics for later, even right here. But yeah, I was just scrolling through that, like, who the fuck in their right mind is going to YouTube and being like, let's hit that trending tab. I got to see what's fucking popping off today. Like, God, it's so cursed. There's like one video on there I could even watch.
Yeah, and it was the Could You Survive FNAF or whatever that last one was. Yeah. I mean, you can't have a trending video on YouTube for the last 8 years without at least one FNAF video being on that tab. Come on. Otherwise, that's just a lie. But yeah, the out of all of those, I think there were probably 3 or 4 Mr. Beast episodes on there.
Yeah,
and
right.
Somebody bought a semi truck, which honestly that one piqued my interest, Danny. I want to see why a YouTuber would buy a semi truck.
The newest YouTube trend, or maybe not the newest one, but I watched somebody talk about it recently, was like making secret rooms in your houses. And I'm like, I mean, people could get a little carried away with it for sure. I can only imagine where they go. Imagine if Chris Chan was making secret rooms.
Yeah, dude, he'd be like, H.H. Holmes. No, thank you.
But the secret room thing, I mean, jokes aside, I'm like, if I was rich with just money to fucking blow out of my ass, and I wanted to fulfill maybe I wanted to do the Neverland Ranch kind of thing, the Michael Jackson touch my childhood one last time.
Whoa, hang on. I have something for this. Yeah, go ahead. Fire away.
No, I mean, waste my money on like childhood fantasy, and it would be like, I can remember as a kid, watching a Scooby-Doo episode where the bad guy like pulls the book and the bookcase moves and his secret labs behind it or whatever. Like, I don't know. There's something to that. I think that's kind of cool. I want a secret room in my house.
Why? You got
Not
dastardly things to do?
No fucking chains or suits or leather or rubber. None of that. Zippers. I just want a secret room. Maybe a gaming room. Wouldn't that be cool? Maybe I hide all my sweets there so my wife doesn't judge me in my little secret room, like popcorn station or something.
Okay, as long as there's no password required or a safe word suggested, I think I'd be all right with it.
I mean, the basement isn't a secret. Like, I just chain them up to the fucking shit down there out in the open. You can go down the basement whenever you want. I'm not hiding anything, okay?
You just can't leave whenever you want. That's all.
Yeah. The secret room is just for me. The basement's for, the people that I lock up. This is Ohio, Everybody's got to meet their quota, at least, 2 people locked up in their basement.
Right, exactly. Yeah. It's in the charter, I think.
Your rent is actually cheaper the more people you have locked up in your basement.
Yeah, that's what's taken my move so long, is the whole basement dweller clause. Been really been a hang up.
Do you need help? I mean, I can catch a couple for you.
Yeah, we need to find a couple.
I'll go rent one of those U-Hauls. We'll start throwing them in the back, okay? It's not that hard.
I've got the gimp suits. I mean, hang on, sorry. What? Hang on, what?
It makes me think sometimes when I see, okay, so I work like in kind of the downtown area, or at least close enough to the downtown area. Very populated, a lot of people walking around and shit. And the homeless people have been out lately. I mean, it's summertime, so they're really out, and then you can tell around every corner, Whoop, okay, there's a couple around here, whatever. It is what it is. But if somebody was like crazy, and Ohio is the place that it's, that this probably exists. If there's crazy. If there's like a crazy serial killer guy, like, these homeless people now are just sleeping on the sidewalk. So when I walk in to work every morning, I have to step over bodies to get to the front door of work. Like, they're not laying in front of it, obviously, but like, as I'm walking,
bodies, are they just sleeping people, or
yes,
okay,
stinky sleeping people? But yeah, no, I'm stepping over guys snoring on the sidewalk. And like, I mean, I guess, the serial killers never go for the just rando home. Like, why would they kill a rando homeless person? They want to kill like the screaming unsuspected lady that's like walking down the alley by herself or whatever. I don't know.
Well, unless they're Pat Bateman and the ATM asked them to feed him a cat or something like that, then at that point you might be doing some wild stuff. But yeah, I mean, Danny, I can't really pass much judgment here. I can't act like your boy Kev hasn't gotten a few too many Moscow mules deep and found himself waking up on the cold, wet reality that is a concrete sidewalk.
Well, that's
so hey,
fine.
yeah, just don't do it in front of somebody else's business.
Right.
Yeah.
A couple
Go
drunk
sleep next to a dumpster.
yeah, a couple drunk nights passed out on the ground or whatever after a long night at the bars, like that's whatever. But these people like live on the sidewalk outside. And there's like they have outlets by the base of the trees that they'll hang up lights and stuff for different events or like Christmas and stuff. And the homeless people will plug their phone. Somehow they have phones.
Bro, how do you have a phone?
They'll plug their phones in to the outlet for charge. So they're like laying across the sidewalk with their phone like plugged in behind them. So they're like holding it like this, like it's their bed or something.
Just like,
I mean, it is, I guess.
just playing an RPG game on their phone, just laying down.
They were playing fucking Roblox on our internet outside the bakery.
Yeah, they're hacked in. Wow.
But no, it kind of does make me think that like homeless people overlooked at every turn by our government and by people in general and by serial killers too. It's just like serial killers don't have, respect for homeless people either. If they did, they'd just be, why aren't you picking them up and, chopping them up all the time? There's plenty of them. They're all around. You're going to really discriminate against the homeless people that much? I don't think it's fair. Is just what I'm trying to say personally.
I feel like that last clip just cemented me as a witness in a future crime. Like the next time a bunch of homeless people go missing in Columbus, you're gonna be like, I think it was Danny. Do you hear what he said?
I got tired of all these people fucking sleeping outside my business.
If you're gonna be Ted Bundy, at least do it to the homeless.
Like, I'm surprised one of these asshole kids doesn't get on their bike and just fucking drive. Like, or anybody for that matter, just like fucking, ride their do their little skateboard trick over a fucking sleeping homeless guy outside. Like, I'm surprised they don't get fucked. They probably do get fucked up all the time, to be honest.
Dude, man, sounds like one of my favorite movies, Hobo with a Shotgun. Look it up if you ever watched it.
Hobo with a shotgun.
What you're making downtown Columbus sound like. I may put a halt on that move, Danny, based on what I'm hearing. I might just go ahead and put my new place right back up on the market.
What, you gonna lay on the sidewalk?
Yeah, exactly.
Next to the outlet?
Yeah, why pay a mortgage like that when I can just lay on the sidewalk?
You could technically do the podcast there. Like, you could be homeless and do the podcast there because you'll keep your laptop. Like, there's no reason you'd lose your laptop. You lose your house. You don't have to sell your laptop. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
And then you go and you plug your laptop into the outlet and you siphon the internet from the local business. Bada bing, bada boom. Webcam set up, get your mic out. Doing it from the front lawn of somebody else's fucking business.
Start an interview podcast.
Passerbys.
Yeah, just talk to anybody on the street. Be great.
I wonder how many homeless people I could convince to come on the show and like be a guest. I think that'd be a hard get
to spend. Nah.
Do you think that would be the stipulation? They'd just be like, well, you got Skrill, I'll do anything. Or do you think some of them would be like, I don't got anything to do?
I think I don't think anybody's gonna do it for free if they're in that situation.
Yeah, you're probably
all of a sudden you want something from them. If it's me, yeah, I'm getting paid, dude. Because otherwise, I'm out here asking people for money all day anyway. I'm asking for money for doing nothing, but other than just sitting here. By the goodness of your heart, give me money. You think I'm gonna work for free? Nah, no chance, dude. I'll be on your podcast, but it's gonna cost you. Cost you more than a cup of coffee? Maybe maybe I'll be taking a dump on the sidewalk by your place of employment for the next week.
People do that. People do that. do that.
Woo! Ba-da-ba-ba-bow.
Well, YouTube trending. Who the fuck is it for? I don't know how we started talking about homeless people and serial killers or whatever else, but that's what I'm here for in Sour Clouds. Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to get canceled. It's our get canceled podcast, right? Yeah.
So yeah, exactly. So moving on from that. Now the rest of my topics here kind of have a vibe. Maybe that first topic can kind of fit in there. We're talking about homeless people and serial killers and stuff. The rest of the shit is fetishes. So if maybe that's a fetish for somebody, and it can all just be the whole episode can be the fetish episode.
Dude, this really is like an American Psycho episode.
That's our new arc, Kevin. The American Psycho arc. Wait until you see what's next.
Mergers and acquisitions.
Yeah, so trending topics I was searching yet again, but on Twitter this next time. Okay. So I go on Twitter, I search the trending there. And me and Kevin were kind of discussing it. And I was like, well, I think that, the trending that it shows you on your trending page here. Now it says here, I'll just pull it up. It says United States trends here at the top, but somehow I think it tailors to you one way or another. Cause I'll see things in here that like I've seen like salvo pancakes in here before and been like, there's 1,000 tweets about salvo pancakes. Like, why? First off, and no, that's just 1,000 tweets. Like, that's not a US trend. Give me a break.
No kidding. Yeah, I believe I agree with you, Danny. I think Twitter's trending is catered to the user. I've seen some examples in other sports related podcasts where they've talked about how they were trending. And it's like, well, I mean, you might be trending in your region. My trending, I'm pretty sure most days looks a little different from the official Clout Route Twitter's trending at Route Clout on Twitter, because I do a lot more sports and movie talk than we would do. So it stands to reason that what's trending for me is not what is trending for thee, Danny, because you have not been shit talking the Acolyte nearly as much as I have over
That's
last
true.
week. Deserves it.
That's definitely true. My respect for the Acolyte, what it is, I'm not going to watch it at all. That's how much I respect it.
Oh, that's the best way to enjoy it.
Fuck you, Acolyte. But we're not here for that. Okay. That's a different show on Dweeb. But no, you see my United States trending here. You got Ronaldo. I'm like, some of this is, I think it's a good hybrid. You know what I'm saying? I think they kind of try to tailor it to you, but like, if overwhelmingly the world is talking about fucking Ronaldo soccer player guy, right?
Yeah, this is not fit for you, huh?
That comes up here. So you got Ronaldo. You can see some people's names. Project 2025. I do not support that. More names. Ruby, an anime. I figure maybe that's tailored to me somehow. I like anime. But as
Germany? Ooh, uh-oh. Well, Danny the Goose Stepper.
as I scroll here, actually, the funny joke has now been removed from my trends, but earlier today I had a funny hashtag that was actually 26 on my trending, and I'm outing myself here, okay guys? Like actually it was 24. It was even higher than that on my list.
Oh, that's nationally ranked, dude. Top 25. Oh my God. What is it?
So anyways, I guess our conversation here has been either this is specifically tailored to me and I'm getting some shit that I would never watch in the first place, fucking Ronaldo, sports, blah, 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 some right winger politic bullshit. Okay. Whatever, maybe that, but either you can blame it on my weird searches on Twitter, or you can blame the United States in the entirety for having this weird ass shit number 24 on trending earlier today. Okay. Hashtag Fursuit Friday.
No, it's not. Oh.
It was 20 fucking 4. Okay. And you saw a little provocative here.
No, I didn't see it at all. No, I didn't see it.
I don't want to I'm not just gonna freely scroll through hashtag Fursuit Friday because you never know what you would see.
Well,
But
thank God.
like check this. Hashtag Fursuit Friday. It's fucking
Oh, that's my
Lyle's
second
Convoy.
favorite Tekken character right there. That's King, right?
I thought it was Lio and he got a new costume. He's not repping the head anymore. He's got the whole fucking wrestler suit.
No, I think this dude is my backup to Eddie Gordo. That's what I think.
Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. But yeah, like, oh my God, dude.
Oof.
Just the I don't know who to blame here. It's kind of what I want to who do we blame here, Kevin? Is it me?
Everybody.
Is it my fault?
Society as a whole.
Is it my fault that Twitter is fucking recommending me this? Or is it the United States' fault for, as an average majority, they have hashtag Fursuit Friday appearing on their trending list?
I blame Elon.
I don't know who to yell at. Let's yell at Elon.
Yeah. Elon's into furries, confirmed.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason it's getting pushed onto your trending like that. I mean, unless there's something I don't know about, unless we got some interesting, got to be careful doing that follow for follow on the Clout Route Twitter, Danny. Yeah.
Nope. If you've got a furry head in your fucking profile picture, dude, I'm out. I'll tell you, this is the one that freaked me out the most. Okay. As I was going through the trending, I found the Fursuit Friday. I fucking obviously scrolled through the Fursuit Friday to see if it was appropriate for, I mean, plus I'm into it, right? But this one came up when I was scrolling and I was like, I don't know why it freaks me out so much, but it does. Okay. This guy just hanging out in his bed playing Switch with the furry head on.
He's just wearing that stinky ass helmet while he's home alone playing video games. Why?
I don't know why this creeps me out so much, but it is very disturbing to see somebody do this. He's got like, I don't like the spandex and stuff. He's like wearing normal clothes. It's like, I'm honestly just, I was more fine with the furry thing when they're like around a campfire outside, like fucking each other or whatever, than I am with this, where he's like trying to normalize the furry. He's like, it's just me. This is what I do. I just hang out and play the Switch in my fursuit. It's my fursona.
Wow, dude. I am at a loss for words.
I don't blame you.
Why would you? I don't even wear hats when I'm home alone and there's no camera on and I'm playing my Nintendo Switch. I don't even have a hat on, because I don't have to care about anybody seeing this little island of fur right here at the top of my head. I look like a unicorn, so to speak, but I can't. So why the X to doubt? That was all just advertising for their only furs.
Kevin, okay, you're like the Kanye West of podcasts, okay? You've got to be ready at any point in time for the paparazzo to come in there and fucking. So I don't know. This might be the way you act now, but as we gain, fame and notoriety and millions, you might want to reconsider how you're just lounging around at home.
Well, no, in that case, I will keep my head freshly shaved so I can solar flare any photographers within a mile.
I'm just going to hang out in my fursuit.
My God, what is it? Is it a fox?
It's a lion.
Oh, no.
I already got half of it right up here, okay? What did you think? I just hanging that up for the fun of it? Come on, guys.
Well, I had to out you. You just showed everyone footage of me wearing my Wolf's costume while I played Super Smash Bros. On Twitch. So, I mean, Switch, but also on Twitch. I was streaming
You
it.
do
Look
that
out.
on Twitch? I guess
Mm-hmm.
people wouldn't know it's you, right? Like, I could be a famous fursuit streamer and you would never know.
That's
I
right.
got the head on when I'm doing that. You know, I do that for 8 hours a day, and then I come here and I relax with Kevin, you know. It can be my
Yeah.
real self. Wait, the fursuit thing is supposed to be my real self. This
That's
is
yeah.
this is the performance I put on for the audience.
This is your Bill Hicks, but when you're Fursuit, that's your Alex Jones. That's your
Gotcha. Yeah,
true self. Yeah.
yeah. He's in the shitter, by the way. You hear that? I mean, I know that's another show and probably facts and opinions that we need to bring with that. But yeah, poor old Jones, the studio seems to be in turmoil. The government has repossessed everything.
Oh, see, I thought you were just saying he was actively taking a shit, which I wasn't surprised by. I mean, he seems like the kind of guy who just consumes way more creatine than is necessary and just has the most difficult poops of all time. Sorry,
Oh, I thought
Alex.
you were gonna say he's into scat, like another fetish.
Well, I'm not saying that I know one way or the other. How about that? I don't know. I don't know if that's true,
German
but
Shiza.
I haven't heard from Paul Joseph Watson in a long time. So you tell me. Why don't you tell me? Okay. I'm down in the Baja.
Down in the Baja. Oh, but yeah, continuing on our fetish journey here, okay? Moving from fursuits and Alex Jones scat to the next one, okay? Now this is kind of a merging of the worlds here a little bit. You can do some promo for your other show, Kevin, if you want to. I know this is the
Ooh.
this is the fetish show. Do you want to do promo on the fetish show?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. What are we I'm assuming this is a dweeb promo, not a sports promo.
Oh, but no, there was a new episode of The Boys this week, and we've been talking about The Boys a lot. And
Right.
so the trending, which has brought us on our journey so far, it brought me to this as well. It just so happened that I had also already watched the episode and I found it very humorous what I found on the trending tab. So right now, two things for you. First, dweeb, if you want any more boys or TV or television or movie or whatever content, you know, that kind of stuff, dweeb's your place. Okay. Go check out Kevin's
Right.
stuff. But um was that did I just do a Joe Biden where I was like, well, for one, and then I forgot my for two?
Listen here, Jack.
They're gonna be
I
like,
am the nominee.
they're gonna be like, Danny cannot be president. Okay, he cannot go out there performing like this.
You'd have my vote. Yeah. Well, wait, I don't know. I feel like I'd have a lot more work to do if you were president. So I don't know. I might actually have to
Oh,
manage a Discord at that point. So
that'd
I
be
don't know. You
fun.
might not get my vote, Danny. I don't
Hey,
want to
that'd
work
be
that hard.
fun. But yes, go check out Dweeb if you want more boys stuff. But the boys came up for this show as well. I was searching through the trending, and Amazon had clipped out a particular clip from the latest episode. So, I think my point was Dweeb won. Spoiler alert, too. Okay, because
Mm.
really on this show, I don't even care if we're spoiling. You know, I'm just kind of giving you the warning, and it's like, there it is. Okay, I hold no obligation to
Potential spoiler warning for every piece of art that has ever predated July 5th, 2024.
exactly.
Okay. So if you don't want to risk potentially having every story that's ever been told spoiled for you right now, then just make sure you hit the like button on your way out and turn those notifications on
We love that.
so you can know every time we go live.
You know, the scene, and it all makes sense within the show, obviously. This firecracker and Homelander scene that I'm talking about specifically. In the context of the show, it all makes sense. But when I saw, first off, when I saw it in the show, I was like, oh wow. And then second off, when I saw it in the trending as a clip on its own, I was like, people are weird. I'm like, they really specifically went in and clipped this one out and posted it on their Amazon page specifically. Well,
oddly relatable, I guess. Who knew?
It's like, part of the conversation I wanted to have is to be like, is this a thing? Is breast milk for, like, do men, and is this a fetish that I'm unaware of?
Only for P. Diddy, as far as I know. Based on my third favorite Chappelle Show segment. But apparently it's a more, seems like maybe Ronald Reagan might have been into it too, but that's just pure speculation.
It just seemed funny to me that a clip like this, is what they choose. I mean, okay, I get it. It's a viral moment. That's what they choose to clip out, but that it goes so viral, like that it's on trending. It's like, maybe the breast milk thing is relatable to some Americans out there.
We all a bunch of freaks. Is that what you're getting at, Danny? Feels like it.
Some of them are like, man, I wish I was Homelander right now for more reasons than just the, laser vision.
Whoo!
And by the way, when I said Marjorie Taylor Greene will be in the episode later, this is what I meant. The funny thing is that they didn't write anything clever here, the writers of The Boys. This is just literally what happened when Marjorie met Trump at the White House. This is just
probably on the golf course.
Yeah, this is the scene that took place after they buried Trump's one wife under the golf course there. He walked into Mar-a-Lago and he was like, oh hey, Marjorie, the very best Marjorie Taylor Greene. What do you got for me here?
I just won a club championship, not even for the seniors, but even the regular adults. Normal age people played in it too, but I still won.
This is getting really in the weeds here. Hinting at the
Unlike
debate.
all my drives, because I never hit into the rough.
But that whole conversation they were having during the debate about golf made me laugh so hard because I didn't understand what Biden was saying the entire debate. And then when he actually started talking about golf, I was like, I still don't understand what he's saying. And I think he's actually making sense this time.
Yeah, it probably was making sense. But then at the same time, you're like, hey, Joe, maybe don't say the word handicap while you're trying to brag about yourself.
He's like,
recent events.
What was he saying? He's like, I usually had an 8 handicap, but now I'm at a 6. And
oh, yeah, no, you're not an 8 handicap. I've seen your swing, Joe. I've seen it.
Under his breath, too. It's like Joe's still talking over here, and he's like, yeah, right. 6, yeah, right.
Yeah, right. And my favorite part was when Joe was like, I told you I'd play you, but you have to carry your own bag. It's like, first of all, weekend at Biden's, like, you're not walking 18 holes either without a fucking somebody putting you on a leash.
Well,
but yeah, I mean, neither of them can walk 18 holes. All right, take it from a guy who also doesn't want to walk 18 holes. All right, they invented golf carts for a reason.
If these guys are carrying their golf bags, fucking 18 holes or whatever, there's somebody that's also following them with body bags to, quickly collect them after they fucking die of heat stroke and exhaustion or whatever out there. The Secret Service just has a fucking. They're following him with an ambulance.
They're just walking behind him with a wheelbarrow. Just like, all right, I'm ready to scoop and score.
The
boss."
gurney. The gurney's. Oh dear Lord. So yeah, let's watch just a little snippet of this. Okay, the important bits. Firecracker offers Homelander her milk.
Ooh.
What are you doing? I am not sexually attracted to you.
I'm saying about sex. This is about loyalty.
What a relatable face there, right? After getting tit milk squirted in your mouth.
Danny, that's the same face I made when I found out that Riley's fries were sold in the freezer section at my local grocer. I was like, oh my God.
When McDonald's announced that $5 meal deal for a limited time, I was like,
a steal at any price. My God.
oh God, dude. The whole idea of it all, though, it kind of was the whole thing where it's like, it was funny in the show, obviously, whatever, but the idea that clip specifically gets clipped out, and then that clip ends up on trending on, I mean, it's on, that is what's the YouTube page? Amazon Prime Video UK and IE.
There it is. That explains a lot.
Oh, are we on to something here? It's the UK ad.
The lesser known part of our 1776 revolution was that we were fighting to get away from the depravity of the United Kingdom. You see that? It's their number one trending clip. Is a grown man getting breast milk squirted into his mouth from across the room. That's the kind of thing you fight wars over, all right?
We just disparaged all of our UK viewers.
It was the Boston Tea Party only because tea was more accessible than breast milk, but otherwise it'd have been the Boston Breast Milk Party.
Is that what they put in their tea back then? Just
I think so.
Get the old pregnant lady to come over and, give a couple pumps.
Nature's creamer. I don't know. That was a bad joke.
They keep.
That's
That's why they were having so many kids back then. They had to keep somebody steady pregnant, so they had creamer on lock all the time. The local town wench creamer.
And then she was burned at the stake. Oh man, it's tough.
Yeah, right?
See, normally when I make a bad joke, I can just say, "What's Chad up to?" Save me, chat. Save me from myself.
I prefer it this way because then we have to sit in our shit.
You just gotta let it marinate.
But yeah, so there you go. I mean, the world loves the tit milk, and like I said, or did I say it was vegan? Vegan. As long as you got, which Firecracker, I feel like, is giving her consent by squirting it directly in. Like, her consent is definitely there. She's giving her consent to Homelander consuming her breast milk, which makes it vegan. But I don't know if he gave his consent. He seemed into it.
Is that what vegan is? Okay, because for a second I was like, I didn't know Firecracker was a poison ivy stand-in. Yeah, I thought she was a flesh and blood mammal, not a plant. But okay, that makes it vegan. So if I can teach a cow sign language and I can say, "Is it cool if I drink your titty milk?" Then that would be vegan. Is that? Am I understanding that?
Yeah, okay. I imagine it more so like someday it'll be like a thing. You like fucking stab the top of their head with some kind of chip or needle or something, and then their moos will come out moo, but then the thing will go like suck my udders, and then
okay. But
the Elon chip, that's
how do you get the consent to put the chip in their brain though?
Think about this, well, they want to talk to us. Okay. They've always wanted to talk to us, but Elon's experimenting on these animals with the fucking chips, not because he wants to eventually get to the humans, but because I think he wants to
Sleep with farm animals, yeah, of
sleep
course.
with farm animals, and it seems a little better when they can like talk to you or something. Like if he could like get a chip that they could like learn how to write like please fuck or something, or let's fuck.
And they
Then
can tell
he's
you how cool you are while you're doing it. You can be like, yeah. You
right.
can teach the sheep to say things like, you're valued. You're more than just your father's pocket emeralds. You know, you can have a sheep say that. Why would you need a wife? You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I know you could probably pay a sheep to do just about anything too. You know, I wonder what that horse would have said if he could talk, the Mr. Hands horse. Like what was he saying when he was like filling that guy up, do you think?
Do Elon's dream of electric sheep?
Oh dear Lord.
I'm sorry, Philip. I'm sorry.
The newest series and the last episode of Clout Route.
It's gonna be like the shout out. We did one episode and then took like a 6-month hiatus. All right, we'll try episode 2 again. All right.
We'll
Now
come
that we
back to this
survived.
idea. But it did get me searching, okay? Once I mean, my internet history over the past, 24 hours is so cursed, from the Fursuit Friday to the breast milk. And then I fucking Google searched, can you buy breast milk online? Just because I was curious,
buddy.
I was just curious, like, if this is the top trending in the UK, that means that somebody out there is like, I wonder if I could get some mommy's milk, like Homelander.
Or mother's milk.
I'll return to that, by the way. That's my last point here. The mother's milk and the breast milk and all that jazz. Yeah, it's a common occurrence here in the boys, but that's another thing. But I looked up the breast milk here, and if I pull up this link, single donor human breast milk. This is like a clinic you can buy this shit from. Check this out. Innovative research, single donor human breast milk, $107. Okay.
A steal.
This one happens to be, I believe, 2 ounces, 50 milliliters. It's a little under 2 ounces. Okay. So like envision like when you go to a bar and they give you a side of sauce in a little, ramekin squirt container. Yeah, that's about how much you're getting in your milk, just a little fucking 2 ouncer for $107.
Yeah, but you cut that with some skim milk, dude, and get your money back.
Is that what you do? You ration it. It's like a fucking it's like a pothead rationing his weed out. He's like, okay, so I only got 2 nugs left, but I got all these roaches that I've been smoking for the past week. So we break those down, and then like now I can extend my smoke for like, a whole entire extra week, because you just work in a little bit of that roach with some of your fresh stuff. Bada bing, bada boom. It's like, hell yeah, you're stretching it. So I get it. It's just like breast milk.
Dude, the good old days, man. Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. I just revealed a little bit too much of myself there, I think. They're like, this is what Danny does. What a pot.
Everybody smoked a century joint once or twice in their life.
Is that true? Is that true?
Come on.
Do people know what we're talking about?
Yeah, they'd be a lot cooler if they did.
Yeah. Yeah, they would. Yep. And what's the other thing? They keep getting younger and I stay the same age.
Wait, no. Nope.
Oh, wait, that's not how it goes. Here, correct me. What?
Nah, nope. Nope. You're on your own, McConaughey.
Oh, yeah, this is a chat. Chat.
Chat, save us. Hey, what's up? Shouts out to Advent and Harles Barkley and Pest for being first in the chat. I got this.
Oh dear Lord. So yeah, go buy you some breast milk, people. Only $107, and you can dip your fries in it. Sorry, I didn't mean to get you while you were drinking there, dog.
From the sour clout to the spit take route.
I like that too. That's a good one.
Mm.
See, sauerkraut makes people think that it's a food show, and spit take route makes think like it's a porn show, like a Haktua.
Haktua, yeah, which is way better than sauerkraut. So give me that. Yeah, he was like, I saw the name of this sauerkraut. I was like, oh God, please don't make me eat that weird German shit, please. Like, I'll do as many poppers as you want. I'll eat as many fiery one chips as you want. Just don't make me eat any sauerkraut. My God.
I
Like,
got
even
all
the
kinds of-
name, it sounds like something H.P. Lovecraft would have dreamt up. Sauerkraut. What the fuck is that?
Every episode, I'm just gonna bring out a jar of something I fermented for the past month, and we're gonna have to try it.
Ooh, can we try my Skittles mead soon on the
Skittles mead, nice. Okay, we're
Yeah.
gonna have to get a lot of recipes from the old King Cobra there.
Yeah, I copied King Cobra's recipe to the letter, which is probably why we haven't done a live show in a week, because I've just been on the toilet for the last 7 days.
Anyways, though, moving on with the fetishes and kind of related to what we were talking about. The Boys has this theme, okay, with the milk. And I get it with Homelander. It's like he's got mommy issues and women issues, whatever. He's into the milk there. Brings a little happiness to him. Brings him back to when he was a little boy, I guess, or something. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways,
Yeah.
the milk thing. But then there is a character that's mother's milk too, which is like, I mean, especially in the comic, it's a way weirder thing. But what is this? Am I like looking into it too hard, or is there a through line of breast milk fetishism in throughout the Boys? Is this an issue?
It does seem, well, it might be an Eric Kripke thing, because their Homelander didn't have, I mean, he had a lot of other weird tendencies, to be fair, but
No
I don't
breast milk?
remember comic Homelander having any breast milk fetishes. And as you mentioned, in the comic, it was Mother's Milk, who was called Mother's Milk because technically he's a soup. His mother worked at a Vought factory and got contaminated with compound V, and when she gave birth to Mother's Milk, there was compound V in her breast milk, which means that
yeah,
Mother's
brother.
Milk in the story will die if he does not get some of his literal mother's literal milk. Whereas in the story, it's just some weird nickname. It's like, oh yeah, the guy who wears the Tupac shirts, he's MM, dude. He's Mother's Milk. And then Homelander just needs to suck on boobies because he never had a mom or something. I don't get it. That we saw the mother figure, Barbara. I don't know if that was a real name, but the one person he let live, I don't know, man. It's just a weird. I think Eric Kripke might have a titty milk thing, because it's
Titty milk thing.
as we normally it's the comic. You're like, oh, you think the show was weird? Wait till you read the comics. It's just absolute degeneracy. But it seems like the show was like, you know what? Let's pay homage to our forefather Garth Ennis and his unrelenting creepiness.
So the conversation I kind of wanted to have out of this is like, how often do we see that? Are we not aware of it always, where artists, writers, directors, subconsciously, consciously, whatever it is, work in their weird little kinky fetishes into their work, like the Boys with the breast milk? But I've also, written down some ones here that we've definitely had our fair share of talking about, like Tarantino and the feet. I mean, there's plenty of examples of that, right? Of him,
Writing himself into a movie where Selma Hayek pours a shot down her leg and he sucks the tequila off her toes. Yeah.
And that's just like that's like the most
what I
blatant
do.
one.
It's what I will do to you, Danny. Don't you dare ever say, "Hey, Kevin,
You're gonna suck on my toes."
I'm making the movie And I think it'd be real cool if you would write a couple scenes for me and maybe even play in it. And I'll be like, "Get great, Danny. Can't wait." Just so you know, any scene, including me, will have me drinking vodka. I want Moscow mules to be poured down the thigh of whichever your lead actress. Like, what the fuck is that, dude? You you're it's that's such a weird thing. Yeah. So Danny, please, just so you know, don't ask me to come be on your movie unless you want to cater to my weird perversions. All right. I want people pouring shots off their toes.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer boofing up the ass with
Oh,
the
it's free if
alcohol
you
and
boof it.
drugs.
Yeah, it's a great
Exactly.
deal. Mm-hmm.
You don't get a better deal than that. But yeah, what you said about Tarantino, like the obvious case is the From Dusk Till Dawn one. But he even but not everybody is as blatant as he is, a blatant freak as he is. Like he still even subtly worked it into other things. Like I can remember, I mean, just the one that's coming to my head is like Death Proof, when the lady has her feet hanging out the side of the car, and then he has
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Russell's character come up and like outline her feet with his fingers or whatever, and like blow on them and stuff. And it's like, what the fuck?
Or when she's got her feet hanging out the window when they get in the wreck and her leg gets cut off.
Yeah, that happens too.
That happens in Death Proof. Kill Bill, when Uma Thurman gets out of the hospital bed and gets into that truck and she has to like focus on wiggling a toe, right?
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah,
Mhm.
there's a whole scene where she's like, move the toe, dude.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, well, how could I make like the most important thing in my movie right now be this woman's toes?
And then Dan Schneider is another one that does the fucking constant toe. I mean, his are children's toes, so it's a little worse than the Tarantino thing. It's usually underage children's toes and feet that he's playing and looking at in his shows. Weird.
Yeah, feet are weird enough. If you're doing children's feet,
We got
I
issues.
can't say the things that the way I'd like to handle you. I can't say it. I'll get in a lot of trouble.
Why isn't there a hashtag Foot Friday if there's a hashtag Fursuit Friday? I mean, you're really telling me that there's more furries out, loud and proud furries out here than foot fetish people? I guess.
Yeah. Wow, that's
telling. That's impressive.
That's very telling, feet guys. Maybe it's time to do a little bit of a self-evaluation. If somehow you're thought of as weirder than the furries, all right? Maybe chill out with your feet stuff, okay?
Maybe the feet people are just more conservative about it. Maybe they're just like not so fucking out there with their freak flag, Like the furries want everybody to know that I got my fursuit and I'm laying in bed hanging out playing Switch. But the feet people are like, I like my feet in private, okay? I like my feet freak, my subtle feet freak. At least it's not as bad as like George R.R. Martin does incest and everything he does. That was another one that I thought about, was that House of the Dragon is trending, incest in there. Game of Thrones, incest in there. Elden Ring, he wrote the backstory for that. And conveniently enough, half of the backstory of Elden Ring is incestual, fucking this sister's fucking that brother, fucking themselves. I mean,
Yeah. I thought it was just the Lannisters at first, and then it was you or somebody else was telling me about all the incestual Targaryens, and I was having a bit of a wires crossed moment where I was like, oh, okay, I guess whatever. He's got this one family that is just incestuous. Oh, wait. No, Kev, you had it wrong. The Lannisters and the Targaryens are two completely different families, you dumb fuck. And that means there are multiple incest families in George R.R. Martin's seminal work. Pun not intended.
And don't worry, when you go to the prequel show and you want to watch that, there's also brothers and sisters fucking in there too. So don't worry.
Why? Dude.
Even predating Game of Thrones and in his own world, he still has incest going on.
Man, dude, I wouldn't be surprised to find out that George R.R. Martin's female siblings have a restraining order out against him.
Oh, I never even thought about that aspect of the whole thing. It's like that would creep out your family.
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
why else are you writing a bunch of stuff about how everybody wants to bang their sister unless you're still dealing with some weird summer camp feelings you never acknowledged
Oh,
into
no.
adulthood? That's wild, dude. Why is incest a theme in your work of all the themes?
Am I missing any big ones? I mean, I feel like those are the most blatant and the most obvious ones that I can think of. But like, I'm sure there's a, fucking, I don't know, fucking some weird director that's been around for years that has a fucking thing that they put in every one of their fucking movies. That's some freaky little fetish that we just never picked up on.
Yeah, like Derek Savage with the cool cat in the fursuit. Awful. Cool cat saves the kids, my ass, dude. Cool cat needs to save the kids from Derek Savage. Okay, look it up.
Is there any sort of like weird stuff with the Woody Allen thing? Do you think like any of his movies?
Oh, you mean how when he married his stepdaughter?
Right. Do you think does he have anything in his movies that's like, has he ever written a movie that the whole concept is basically his story where he's like, I raised my stepdaughter with my who later became my fucking wife. I could see that being a movie, right?
I don't know that I know the plot to any Woody Allen movie. Do you?
I don't actually. I'm not. He's one of those in Hollywood where like his movies kind of, I mean, some of his really big ones were old, like predate us, and then his newer stuff, I never watched any of that crap because I was already hearing about how he does freaky shit with his daughter or whatever.
Yeah, he hasn't made a movie I'd ever be interested in watching.
Manhattan?
What is
No.
this?
Yeah, the movie critics out there that watch our show, they're really going to be up in arms for this one. Bill Maher is going to catch this episode of Sour Clout, and he's going to be like, how dare they fucking say shit about Woody Allen? What the fuck?
Bill Maher is redacted. I think he's legally redacted at this point. Wow, yeah. Woody Allen, who even are you, dude? It's just like 50 of the most irrelevant rom-com movies I think I've ever seen. Like, what is this trash?
There's one of them. There's one of them in there. I guarantee you. He's got so many. There's one of them in there that's about his freaky shit. One of them.
Probably, yeah, because nobody's fucking watching these stupid things. What is this?
Somebody's gonna be in our comments after this video comes out, and they're gonna be like, yo, it's this movie.
Whatever works has Larry David in the poster.
I've actually seen that movie, actually.
What the fuck?
A long time ago.
What is this?
Don't you want to see a rom-com with Larry David? That gives us all a chance. That makes me happy for every bald man out there.
His best film apparently is Annie Hall, released in 1977.
Yeah.
The film follows Ali Singer, a neurotic character, a comedian who is reflecting on the times he spent with his ex-girlfriend, the singer Annie Hall, played by Diane Keaton. Bro, what? Yeah, this dude wears a fursuit like most of the time. Is he even still around?
I think he's still around. Alive. He's old.
He's not in jail for marrying his 19-year-old stepdaughter. Okay.
I don't know how you really get away with that. Like, in the public opinion, he really didn't.
It's like I can't even listen to the Red Hot Chili Peppers anymore, Danny. I don't know about you, but once I found out Anthony Kiedis was dating someone who was 19 years old in his 50s or whatever,
give it away now.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did to all my RHCP albums. I gave them away now because it didn't matter. how much I connected to that band as a middle schooler, you know, and all that good stuff. That was my first favorite band that I could ever think of. But goddamn, what a sick, degenerate freak.
When we were younger, we didn't really read the writing on the walls, but we should have known when they've done things over the years where you kind of like, oh well, yeah, that tracks. I mean, they were frequently performing nude. They like to do that a lot. I just remember the story that will always stick in my head for Chili Peppers is my mom saying that, or was it my mom or my dad? I can't remember even who told me this growing up. But they said they went to a Chili Peppers show and they were all in socks,
Oh yeah.
but not on their feet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
thought you only did that as a teenager when you were like trying to be, discreet about where you dropped, that other fetish, the sock fetish thing.
It may have been in a state of arrested development. Like my favorite show narrated by Ron Howard.
Was that a thing you? I mean, this is getting really personal here, and we'll end on this note. But I was never fond of as a teenager. I was never fond of the tube sock and then throw the crusty thing in the corner. Like mom cleaning up my sock from the corner that you did a little something with. First off, I always thought I could never subject my mom to picking up a crusty sock that I had just fucking filled up.
Sure, yeah.
Like, even if she wasn't picking it up off my bedroom floor, it's like she's putting it in the laundry or something later, she might be. Or she, when I was a kid at least. So I always felt weird about the whole tube sock thing. But why that was also a phenomenon. I can remember people always talking about how they fucking
couldn't
sock
be
disposal.
me, dude. I don't understand that one. I don't understand that one at all.
It must be another fetish.
Yeah, like why you want to destroy your own clothes like that? That makes no
Ew.
sense. All I'm gonna say is, guys, showers exist. All right,
You don't want to gunk up your drain. I hear that that gets out of control after a while. Clog up that drain.
A word of advice to our younger viewers. I think if you have to worry that much about where you're making those deposits, you might be making too frequent of deposits, right?
Let's maybe just not. Let's make this the last time that we address the younger viewers and tell them where to deposit anything.
Yeah. Let's just not talk about people's jerking off habits. Maybe, I don't know.
The fetish episode really went to a dark place. I love it.
Don't do it. Abstinence is the only answer.
That's why they call this sour clout, folks. Okay, we're all leaving with a little face like, ugh, what did I just listen to? That's the sour clout. Okay, just like the sauerkraut. Anyways, people, thank you for joining us for a rousing conversation this evening. We appreciate you, and we will see you soon for more sauerkraut, for more Clout Route shout out, for some Clout Route morning show, some true detractor. It's all coming, baby, and it's coming hot. So see you next time, folks. Peace. 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 Peace.